Fingers on the wood grain, spinning like a top roach clip. Masterpieces ain't ever gonna stop. Epoxy dripping like candy, UV glowing bright. Shop therapy, feeling good every single night. Carving out my thoughts, smoke swirling in the air. Medicated mind, lost without a care. One of a
All right, good morning, everybody.
chill vibes on replay, laid back all the time.
Hey, good morning, Tim. Slowly getting all my stuff together in here real quick for this morning's little show, so bear with me, y'all.
Smoothing out the rough, stress melts away, life ain't so tough.
Pretty much ready. Gotta get a few things together.
Each turn a rhyme, mental peace I find. Carving out my thoughts, smoke swirling in the air. Medicated mind, lost without a care. One of a kind wonders, perfect every line. Chill vibes on replay, laid back all the time. Mantle full of treasures, each piece tells a tale. Swift cuts and curves.
All right, I gotta go grab my baking soda solution, get that together, and a couple other things, and I'll be right back.
Hit that like, subscribers on the rise. Support the craftsman, see creation through my eyes. Therapeutic passion in every woodcut. Dreams turn to reality out this little hut. Grumpy at the lathe, carving futures in the grain. Epoxy dripping slick, he's the king of the mundane. Workshop therapy, wood chips in the air. Aliens nodded, said they'd pull up a chair. Eyes red, but the vision stays clear. In the mist, ain't no pain we hold near. Chronic fades when the beats collide. Like the tribe, hit subscribe, ride the high tide. Late spin like planets in the void. Galactic, roach clip renaissance. Handcrafted so drastic. Medicinal vibes, smoke signals in the skies. Anxieties dissolve, grumpy keeping it wise. Eyes red but the vision stays clear. In the mist ain't no pain we hold near. Chronic fades when the beats collide. Like the tribe, hit subscribe, ride the high tide. Making art with the grind, G sharp on the edges. Chasing peace, not gold or hedges. Aliens whisper, spin it with precision. Dust settles slow, we vibe in collisions. From mortals to cosmos, lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog, medicated bliss. Hands steady, making roach clips for this. From mortals to cosmos, lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog, medicated bliss. Hands steady, making roach clips for this. Ride the high tide. Eyes red, but the vision stays clear. In the mist, ain't no pain we hold near. Chronic fades when the beats collide. Like the tribe, hit subscribe, ride the high tide. Making art with the grind, G sharp on the edges. Chasing peace, not gold or hedges. Aliens whisper, spin it with precision. Dust settles slow, we vibe in collisions. From mortals to cosmos, lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog, medicated bliss. Hand steady, making roach clips for this. Grumpy's laid back, carving, spin all day. Wood chips flying, keeping troubles at bay. Epoxy roach clips and creation so smart. Crafting a kingdom, all straight from the heart. Like and subscribe, come join the breeze. Here in the workshop, the mind feels at ease. Hammer and lacing in the pain away. Welcome to the haven where good vibes stay. Shavings on the floor, a beautiful mess. Carving stress away, ain't nothing less. Hands worn tough, but the spirits are light. Turning and shaping till the stars ignite. Like and subscribe, come join the breeze. Here in the workshop, the mind feels at ease. Hammer and lacing in the pain away. Welcome to the haven where good vibes stay. Epoxy drips like a fiery stream. Polished wood gleams like an artist's dream. The hum of creation drowns out the strife. Each piece a little ode to a simpler life. Like and subscribe, come join the breeze. Here in the workshop, the mind feels at ease. Hammer and lacing in the pain away.
All right, I made it back.
Welcome to the haven where good vibes stay.
I had to get my baking soda solution. I had to add some more baking soda to it because of the way it was burning last time. I think it needs just a little more of that solution, or baking soda, and then coffee. Had to adjust the coffee.
Grumpy's laid back, carving, spin all day. Wood chips flying.
I want to get some of that borax powder and try some making a solution with that. I haven't used that yet.
Crafting a kingdom.
I heard you can use the borax just the same and make it conductive, and it didn't discolor the wood as much, but I don't know.
Welcome to the haven where good vibes stay. Shavings on the floor, a beautiful mess. Carving
Getting out my stuff here.
nothing less. Hands worn tough, but the spirits are.
We have to take our time setting this up. We want us to be awake. We don't want to do this half asleep because we might go back to sleep, right? Oh, we don't want to do that. No, sir. This is dangerous stuff. You gotta be careful. Hey, good morning. Let's see what we got. I gotta check out chat. We got Tim. I said good morning. We got Sid. Good morning. Hey, Reese. Good morning. Hey, Mandy. Good morning. All right, we're getting a few people in here. Everybody wants to watch the Zip Zap, but you know, not everybody wants to wake up early. I feel like Grumpy's a nut. He getting up at 5:30 going live. Woo. Oh, gracious. Get this stuff unhooked and set up here. And it's cool again this morning. Not complaining. It's not cold, but I said before long I'll be daggone crying because it'll be hot out here. We don't have that nice in between that lasts too long. It's either cold or hot. All right, we got power cord stretched out, foot pedals stretched out. Let's see, we're gonna hang it again right here. I think that keeps the box out of the way. Yeah. If I wasn't so damn scared of electricity, I'd take this box apart and make my leads and stuff longer. But I don't want to alter this thing any because this bad boy will bite you. I don't want to get bit. Grains align like secrets that harden slow. Epoxy streams like rivers in a steady flow. Medicated bliss where the time moves low. Crafted chaos to the flame we grow. Let's see. I got to do some editing. Can't stay live super late today. I got the grand bug coming in. Well, I can do a little bit, I guess, if it gets carried away to a degree, because she is home today. My Mondays are good, but they're not good. This stuff here is what it is. I guess it could be an uglier situation, but this back and forth every week's messing with me. It's getting on me, getting to me, getting on me, whatever you want to say. I get used to being here and stuff slowly getting how it's gonna be, and then the end of the week comes and boom, we're back. Needs to come back still. We got stuff that she's got stuff to get packed up, and I'm still needing my vehicle, and I can't do that until this is all done, so I guess she does have to come around, but damn. It's hard, yo. Makes it hard. Just ready for this mess to be over with. Won't be too much longer. They will have some strong ink kits to work with. I got my email from them. They have gotten everything on the way. Sent me a tracking number and everything. I thought that was just too cool. Too cool, yo. I need me a crazier mat here. This is just like for looks, I guess. All right, what are we looking like on the camera? How's everything there? I gotta get situated where it's gonna be a good. Right there. It's gonna get a little bumpy, y'all. Mind your eyes if that stuff messes with you. I'm moving my camera all around for a minute. It's gonna be a little bouncy. I think it's set right about there, which would be all right because I can put that plug there and that plug there. Like that, like that. That about right. Oh, what we got? No, they're not a sponsor. I wish. I got to get a different tray. No, my friend used to work there a long time ago, and whenever they did all their prep, because they did all that cutting and everything for the meat and all up in there, and so they'd have to change out. You see all the slices in the tray? They have to change out their trays and stuff, to keep them clean. And he brought home a stack of them when they got some new ones, and it's an awesome tray for all kind of stuff. I've used these trays for phone repair, my electronic repair of all sorts, phones mainly, but yeah, they're just handy. And then I have one. I got another one over here that's got my flour. I got a metal tray that I roll my flour on and everything, and then I have that's got a magnetic lid and stuff to keep it closed. And then I hold that on one of the RV trays too. Back in the day, whenever you had crazy cheap weed, as you call it, full of seeds and stuff, big old tray like this would be handy. But don't have to worry about that stuff no more.
Life in the smoke, laid back legend in a one-room joke. Hey, aliens come, get grumpy, cosmos bound, soar from the work. Stick around for another round. Same old couch, same small town. Laid back sound.
You can buy those trays though, just like that. Got the same little hash marks and everything. They just don't have the name on there. Hey, good morning, Jen. Right, that's what I need, some from Sonics. I wonder how many, thinking of that, I wonder how many trays they've lost because people's taken them, you know, drove off with them and stuff. Morning joint's lit now. Ooh. Like, yeah, y'all don't need this. I need this at home. All right. Let's see. That guy. We got 5 of these to go through today. It's not gonna take long to burn them at all. We got 5 of these, and I got 1 roach clip turned that we can burn. I hadn't turned any more. Did I mark the tops when I took these off? Don't know if I did that or not. Don't remember if I did. Should have, but as soon as I should have, I wouldn't have, so who knows. Right? Yeah. A lot of them restaurants where people be taking their stuff. Wow. All right, Grumpy. Grumpy's art is anything but stable. Wood spirits groaning, questioning life. This is what they call artisan strife. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal. I ordered my Lobo yesterday. The portable vaporizer, dry herb vaporizer. Yep. I pulled the trigger on that purchase. Much anxiety came along with that. I know it's going to be better for me. More effects medicinally, everything. It's just the habit of rolling and smoking a joint is almost like smoking a cigarette. It's going to be hard to stop that habit. But smoking the herb through the vaporizer is going to be the way to go. Carvin's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aylin's chilling by the glow of the moon. Wood shaving scatter like cosmic dust. Well, I'm looking for one of my little bleeping LED flashlights. I got a million of them, and normally have 3 or 4 floating around out here, and I don't see the first one. Ow! Flip! I hit my knee. I don't see the first one. Oh, I hit my other knee that time.
Medications tight like a rocket in flight. Grumpy's whispers echo through the starlight.
Oh no. Starbond wanted to make an appearance, y'all. Alright. I'm steadily looking at my light to see where the top of this one is, and I come back and look at it. The way I turned it, it's gonna go together like that. And it's marked, I can see it. Still have to work up a small jig to hold these things and hold my clips in here. That way it's easier for me to prop them up. I talk about it every time when I get ready to do them. It's just after the fact, I don't think about it. It's like I've done for the day, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And then this will show y'all the baking soda that goes in here. I poured a little bit of solution in here, and I didn't pour it back in my bottle last time because I didn't want to stain the water up again. And that's the baking soda that's dried up. That was in there. I need to go rinse this out real quick. I don't want no liquor. Yeah, it had some liquor with bourbon in there. That stuff was staining up. Oh. They know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal. Hey, good morning, Mr. Johnny. Oh, Mr. Johnny, did you see? Got her fixed up. The transmission's still loose in there, but not as loose as it was. But it turned out awesome. Thank you so much. Grumpy's epoxy, these roach clips tight. Aliens land, instant hype, no fright. Smoking medication, sky high flight. Workshop therapy, chronic pain, good night. UV rays hit the resin just right. Epoxy so bright, outshine the night. Laid back carvings, vibrations ignite. In the lab, mixing colors, pure delight. Like and subscribe, join the vibe. Aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride the tide. Roach clips in hand. A little zappy here shortly. Oh, this stuff makes me nervous. Run into a guy at the event. He does a little bit of burning too. He's got him a bigger setup. I was like, oh, you dog. I'm jealous. Jealous but scared. He's got a nice setup from what he's talking about. He's got the unit, and he's got a stronger unit, so it'll do the bigger, wider, deeper burns. That's what I want to do, but I'm scared of it. But yeah, he's got that going. But he was talking about holding his leads and stuff, and I told him, I said, man, I'm too scared of this stuff to do that. He was talking about how he made his leads up and got the little rod going through on PVC, then got it filled with resin and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, I can't see myself holding on to it while it's doing its electrical thing.
Of the beyond, epoxy creations.
I want to. It would be so much easier to control how it's burning and how some of them burns look, but at the same time, it just, y'all, this shit's dangerous. It scares the mess out of me. The same day, the 28th, when I met that gentleman talking about it, there was another lady, her and her husband came up and they bought some of my art. They didn't buy the 420 stuff. They actually bought some of my carvings. And I was showing off my pins and my clips, and we were talking about it, and the lady started getting goosebumps. I think it's her sister, not her sister-in-law's cousin, or somebody they knew that they was related to was 26 years old, and they were doing this, and it got them. And I told her, I was kind of joking when we were talking. I said, yeah, you got a one and done. And that's when she got the chill bumps and told me about the 26-year-old. And I was like, oh man. I said, I wasn't trying to be funny about it. I said, I was being serious. I said, but that's the only way I can talk about it is kind of joke. I said, I wasn't meaning no disrespect. And she knew I didn't know the situation or nothing. But yeah, that just shows y'all how dangerous this mess is. There's no power in my unit, you know, just to remind y'all, I don't play with the water and stuff while this stuff's plugged in. But she said that's what got him, because she said she didn't know what it was, something about the wet or water. I said, well, yeah, when you do this stuff, you have to play with water, because you have to wet the piece of wood for it to be conductive, and it can't be too dry, it can't be too wet, so you're playing with water while you're doing it. So yeah, from how she talked, that's what got him. But y'all, this is dangerous, so please, 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 if you try this, do it as safely as you can. Cannot stress that enough. It runs through 110, but it amps way up. I have a foot pedal, I don't hold my leads, you know. Like I said, it's dangerous, so in itself it's not safe, so you gotta do as safe as you possibly can.
Grumpy, spun the wood till it morphed out of shape. Lathe humming, hands moving, crafting fate. Epoxy drips, binds bugs in a sculptor's twist. Zen found in the fog.
How do I discharge power it off? I keep everything. I'll show y'all what I'll walk or talk you through how I'm fixing to do it. I keep it, let's see, I don't know if it's discharging the caps or not, but what I do is nothing's plugged up right now. All right, I got my stuff all wet. I'll go through, get my leads hooked up, which is what I'm fixing to do now. And my unit is unplugged. I'll get this guy out of the way, put this guy right there. All right, that propped up good. Let's hope we burn good. I'm propped up. I'll turn this light off. This gives y'all a better shot. Now I'm gonna plug the power up. I'm not touching my carving station at all. I'm not even near that wood. Unit's plugged up, unit's powered on. Now I'm 4 foot, 5 foot away from that piece. And now I'm gonna hit my foot pedal. It's not doing nothing, so I'm not close enough or I don't have enough fluid on there. Oh. We're on. There it goes. See, it's not wet enough. It didn't burn good. I turned it off, I unplugged it, and now this is the only way I know if I'm discharging or not. I hit my foot pedal a few times. You know, I don't know if that discharges those power caps or not, but that's what I do. And then I set my leads over off to the side. There's no power in it, you know, so. But yeah, that didn't burn too pretty. Now, I don't know if we were wet enough. I added more baking soda than what we had last time, so it should be burning better. Maybe I just didn't have enough in there, or soaked in enough, I don't know. Workshop sessions, therapy flows in the air, turning junk into gems, like we just don't care. I just don't want it to burn to the brass. And it's gonna bleed its way to the brass if I ain't careful. And like I said, I don't grab my leads and all that stuff, so I try to be as safe as I can, because like I said, it's a one and done if you make a mistake. It don't have any remorse. Precision of a surgeon, where craft begins. Wood chips dance like confetti on the floor. Every turn, every twist holds a little more. Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. No power. Propping up. This is why I need the little jig so this stuff don't roll around. It'll make it so much easier to do this part and safer. And that's, I think, where people mess up. When they don't hold it, they'll prop it up like that, and then they start their burn. All right, I'm plugging everything up now. Turning the power switch on. But they start their burns, and then if that thing drops, they'll reach out and try to catch it. No. All right, pushing the foot pedal. See, I'm drying it off too much or something. Let's see. All right, it's off, unplugged. Let's move all this stuff around. This is where I got to mess with my solution, y'all. I changed out my solution that I was using for a long time. And my goofiness, I don't write nothing down. I didn't write how much stuff I used. So, gotta figure it out all over again. No power on the machine. Alright, now we're plugging it up. Turning it on. I'm away from everything and I'm using my foot pedal. That one's burning way better. Way better. Alright, now it's connecting, so I'm just gonna burn that trench in. Ooh, I got to turn my fans and stuff on. I forgot about that. Powered off. Unplugged. Lights on. It is a smoky in here. And I don't want to breathe this smoke. Open the door, say good morning to the boogeyman out there. It's not dark. Alright. Now my box, I have a small fan built into my box up there that has a carbon filter in there that'll help filter some of that smoke down too. Hold on now, I gotta get some my little app. I got a little smart outlets. I would use that for my dust collector, but it's too slow. Smoke extractor, turn you on. Come on. Yes. That will help. Where am I at here? Here we go. They don't want to smoke that too much. That's why I'm sitting here getting it all fixed and cleaned up now to where I'm not. That's what I did. I forgot to turn all my fans on. But they'll be at the back door, Sam. Come on. Gotta switch my power cords around too. That way my box is closed. Alright, y'all. It looks ugly now. And it's kind of cool because it almost covered up the ugly burn, but dang, the ugly burn is going to be there. But that did branch out so much better. We'll clean that here in a little bit. Let's see. And we're going to go ahead and wet this one again. Ooh, it's chilly outside. Temperature just dropped at my feet. So that's good. If I feel the temperature difference at my feet, then that means it's pulling this air through. So that's what we want. I opened up the back door and got a box fan in there. Then I'm in a one-car garage, and the garage still functions. The door still opens for the cars, and so it's what am I trying to say? It gets drafty. I can see light through there if I look. But I'm gonna try to seal all that up a little better this summer so it'll get cooler in here. Cause summertime, it gets bad out here. I'm talking triple digits and my goofy butt tries to sit in here and work in it. All right, y'all, let's see what happens. Lights off, plugging everything up. Turning the power on. Way away from it. Fixing to hit the switch. Alright, that didn't do too bad. Wish it would have branched out longer before it connected, but that's cool. Still a nice burn. Everything's unplugged. I'm hitting my foot pedal a few times. Like I said, I don't know if that discharges those caps or not with me hitting the foot pedal with everything unplugged, but in my brain I am, you know, but I honestly, I don't know if it truly discharges anything, but without the box being open for me to be able to put something on the caps, I don't know any other way to discharge. Hold on, turn back on here. No power yet. I want to try to spread this a little bit. There we go. All right. Plugged up, powered on, and foot pedal. Powered off, unplugged, hitting the foot pedal. I think we can do another one. Come in it from right here, see if we just can't mess it up. Cause it's like the daggone, the top section's already got a boo-boo in it, so, you know. This is how we learn. Powered on, plugged up, foot pedals back over here. Yeah, y'all got a good shot of that. That's not bad. Dang, more snow. That's not bad. We got 3 decent burns on there. Hold it on there a little bit. That cooks into it. Burns it deeper. Let's see. Power off. Unplugged. I hit that foot pedal. I tapped the foot pedal 3 or 4 times rather fast. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just gonna hope. Alright, that's not bad. Now what I do got to do, I keep forgetting. I got to paint the whole stick with this solution before it all dries. Because that baking soda water will stain it. It'll give it a 2-tone look. So get it all wet, let it all dry together. And it'll match a little better. I needed more bags. I don't think she bought me more bags. As long as the hardware's in its own bags, and I'll throw that in the bag. I just gotta keep the pieces together. The grains match on all these pieces, so once they're burned and stuff and I put them back together, if anybody does want to sit there and get intricate with it and see if stuff lines up, it'll line up. I'll bring this back over here, y'all. This is not plugged up, not on. We're trying to let go of that grease. That grease whooping my ass, y'all. Yesterday was bad. No offense, but I was a babbling little bitch off and on yesterday. I just couldn't help it. I love her so much. Don't want her to go nowhere. She cops a little attitude with me in this, like I don't understand it, but that just breaks me all over again. Especially when I'm not trying to have attitudes. Hold on just a minute, I can't read that. Let me set this right here. Don't need that up there, spill that and be zip-zapped and get my phone out of there. That's why the phone wasn't in there. It don't need to get zip-zapped. All right, let's see. What was the question? If you put the power too close to the ends, would it just burn to the metal tubes? No. You have to paint it with that solution to get it conductive. If you don't have any solution going to the ends where the tube's at, it won't make connection that way. Now, if it burns through the wood, you know, you would think with that brass it would be conductive once it got through there and do its thing. But so far, I've only gotten one that I've burnt through on the ends. All right, power zone. Let's see how this one works. Ooh, it didn't dry up enough. That was too much on the top. Gotta let it soak in more, I guess. That's what I'm learning too. It's all a learning curve on doing it on these spins, to be quite honest. You know, I haven't done, I've done a handful, but I don't do them enough. And I guess pay attention enough. I pay attention enough not to zap myself, but I guess not enough to what's working better. All right, I'm unplugged and everything. No power. Yeah, see, that didn't burn worth a crud because it wasn't soaked in enough, I guess. Either the grain's too tight and it wasn't soaking in good, or I just didn't let it soak in good enough. So the bottom piece here, we're gonna add a little more, but I'll show you what I'm talking about though for it not to burn. See where I painted, the solution's not going to the ends of the wood all the way. Getting close because it's bleeding through, but that's how I try to keep the burn from wrapping around. Just a minute, I'll show you one where it did burn to the ends. I could fill it up with resin, I guess, to build it back up, but once it burns to the ends, it's too close to the hardware. This one, I had the pins pretty much here and here, and it shot out to the ends and burnt deep and got to the brass. It's all learning curve. Oh, it's that creative art. It might work, it might not work. Because again, it's that electricity. It's you can semi-control where you want it to go with the solution, but again, it's gonna do what it wants to do, right? All right, power's on, plugged up. Let's hope it's soaked in good. Okay, too far away, and it's soaked in. If it wasn't soaked in that great, it should light up real easy, stretched apart that far, but turned off, unplugged.
Grumpy's batshit crazy meds in a haze, roll tight medication floating out of space. Glows in the dark, magic lit through the maze.
Power on. And flip it. Oh, come on, monkey. This is probably where people get zapped because they say, well, why ain't it working? And they're holding their foot pedal and reach up in there to grab it to move it. Yeah, I won't do that. We'll turn everything off and unplug.
Pour the truth in molds, let the resin reveal. Heart deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal. Pour the truth in molds, let the resin reveal. Art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal.
Plugged up, turned on. Oh, unplugged. Oh shit, no problem. Huh. Let's try this. It's all unplugged, Joe. Unplugged, turned off. I hit my pedal a few times. All that craziness. That should still be able to burn. See, looks like it might be dry, but it's wet. I can feel it. It's gonna be one of them ones that's gonna burn to the tube because it's bleeding and soaking to the ends. It's finally gonna burn and be a pretty burn, but it's gonna wrap all around the ends. You watch. All right, now try this silliness again. Oh. All right, plugged up, turned on. Did we break our power switch? Well, this ain't no good, Joe. Cause Damn sure not fixing to grab it and see if it sparks like jumper cables, cause that ain't gonna happen.
Grumpy's hands, they shape the flow. Knives kiss wood and time moves slow. Chronic pain, it starts to fade. Healing in these grooves we've made.
Power on, plugged up. Yeah, only thing I can think right now is hitting my foot pedal 100 times real fast to do my pretend discharge. I might have broke the foot pedal. So let's do this. Powered off, unplugged, flip. I don't like this, y'all.
Medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show. Creating sparks that brightly glow. Stay out of my head, they
Where's my
say.
gloves?
But in the chips I find my way. Wood speaks louder than the pain, and carves a path that's joy ordained.
I got these gloves too. I'm fixing to put these on for a minute. They got a little bit of rating, but that don't mean you can just do whatever. Stuff's still dangerous. Hope they ain't got no spiders in here. Yeah, I might be spider grumpy though. Hell, who knows? Oh, damn it, y'all. I don't know why this thing ain't wanting to burn. That's the only way I know to do. I put my gloves on. I'm plugging up my unit. Let me see, just in case it goes to zip zapping. Turn that light off. I'm not touching nothing up there. I'm plugging everything in. And then I'm gonna flip my switch on the unit. Yeah, that's what it was. My dead man switch is dead.
Grumpy's hands, they shape the flow. Knives kiss wood and
I'll be
time
damned.
moves slow. Chronic pain, it starts to
All right,
fade.
y'all. Let's see what we can do to fix that.
Roach clips shining, made with care. Each one glowing, nestled there. Community, we stand as one. Underneath the carving sun. Carve away the heavy night. Medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show.
It's the only thing I know I can do.
Brightly glow.
All right, hold on now. It's unplugged. Oh. What do we got here?
They say, but in the chips I find my way. Wood speaks louder than the pain, and carves a path that's joy ordained. Laid back, digging through the grain. Smoothing edges keeps me sane. Healing isn't found in gold, but in the art my hands can hold. Carve away the heavy night. Medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show. Creating sparks that brightly glow.
Okay, I can do it like that. Turn that off. On, off, on, off. Set that like that. No, no. Let's see what we get. Put you there, put you there. Like that, like that. Tower zone.
Roach clips crafted, each one's a gem. Workshop therapy, carve problem stem. Whittling his worries, chisel in hand. Lighten up a stogie, grains like sand. Cool wood carvings, medicine profound. Grumpy LaidBak, therapy he's found. Patterns and spirals, design so tight. Chainsaw humming, laid into the night.
So what I gotta do is I got to order another switch, another foot pedal. I'm using my my old vacuum foot pedal. It's a little bit different. It's a turn it and it turns on, click it and it turns off. Yeah, it's connected into the brass now. That whole piece of wood was trying to arc up.
Grumpy's wooden road, where he be. Late spinning stories, past in the shavings, feeling the texture, mind engravings, each groove a heartbeat, every nick speaks. Grumpy LaidBak, carving PC seeks, roach clips and more.
The foot pedal that came with the switch, it's like you hold your foot on it, it keeps power. Your foot comes off, it loses power. I have a foot pedal like that, but it's for my Dremel. I don't want to play with that one and burn that one up. And so the only other foot pedal I have is the on-off foot pedal. You click it and it turns on. You click it again, it turns off.
Grumpy LaidBak sitting in the shed, scuffling with the wood piece in his head. Roach clips crafted, each one's a gem. Workshop therapy, carve problem stem. Whittling his worries, chisel in hand. Lighting up a stogie, grains like sand. Cool wood carvings, medicine profound. Grumpy
I
LaidBak.
don't like that setup, bro.
Spirals designed so tight, chainsaw humming related to the night. In the cutting groove, so resin free. Grumpy's wooden world where he be. Late spinning stories, past in shavings, feeling the texture, mind engravings, each groove a heartbeat, every new speech. Grumpy LaidBak, carving PC seats, roach clips and more, wooden fantasies. Therapeutic dreams flow with ease.
Need a different foot pedal. Hey, good morning, Amy. I had to be a little bit different. I got to be careful with it continuously, no matter how you do it. But my foot pedal for this stuff, I broke it. So we're using a different style on-off pedal, but I still, it's got me where I don't have to touch it. So. I like that stuff. I've seen it on a few videos. I have no idea how they do it, but it's like resin or glass is what it looks like almost. And they put something on there and they smack it with a hammer and it runs a crack through it. But then it's like the same time it does that, it's an electrical charge. And so it's like putting the fractal burn, but it's doing it into like a glass or something. I didn't study what they were doing because it was like, ooh, that's cool, but I don't need to learn nothing else like that. This is bad enough. So we just kept on scrolling. It was neat though. Oh, my neck's popping.
Laid back, carving, steady hand devotion. Epoxy shines bright, clouded in emotion. Grumpy hands spark art, therapy potion. Anxiety drips, vanishing like ocean foam motion. Aliens in the
What pedals
smoke,
do
they
we
whisper truth. Medication rolled tight, sparking the
I don't think I let it soak in
pain
enough.
of ghost.
It's burning okay.
Creating our escape, these
There
forms
you go,
be
it's
proof.
connecting.
Roach clips glowing, fingertips control. Therapy the mission, fire feeds the soul. Ink in the wood grain, carving out whole. Lost in creation, feeling fully whole. Epoxy drips clean,
Straight
lost the
through it,
vibe
no.
in time. Therapy
Arc
eternal,
out,
sculpted
alright.
line by line. Pain
Nice.
fades silent,
Don't go to the
bust up
top.
the climb.
Nice.
Aliens
It's
tracking
connected.
thoughts, feeling so divine.
That one didn't burn bad. That's what it is. I ain't letting the other one soak in enough. That one soaked in good.
Aliens in the smoke, they whisper truth. Medication rolled tight, sparking the roots. Chronic pain, a ghost, fades in the booth. Creating our escape, these forms be proof. Grumpy's craft cuts through that ether haze. Shoving demons aside, calling brighter days. Therapeutic fiction set the world ablaze. Creation keeps healing, we move through the maze.
Alright, y'all. You guys to be safe doing this. Don't touch any of this. I'm turning stuff off, flipping stuff, flipping my switches, running through power switches, dead man switches, what you want to call it. Just gotta be safe. This stuff is unforgiving.
Lighter cases, sharp roach clips out of sight. Glow brighter in the dark than a meteorite. Therapy and carving, steady hands, no slack. Each cut a reflection of dreams fighting back. Grumpy's batshit crazy, yet the vibe's polite. Medication rolled tighter than a poet's insight. Aliens watching, they nod and they grin. Shapes in the shadows where the carvings begin. Vibes intergalactic, creations take flight.
You better believe it.
Subscribe, let the
Oh, and I'll claim it all day. Here we go, yo.
rivers on a moonlit night. Shapes emerge, sharp souls taking their bite. From bad shit to brilliance, the cycle's tight. Grumpy carving galaxies push the limits of sight. Glow bright edges, life's a strobe light glow. Hands cramped steady, art dances just so. Laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch Grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the vibe, drop that subscribe. Catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his own, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Hey, good morning, Zyra. Good morning, Trees. It's extremely dangerous. It will kill you. You definitely need to take your safety precautions and respect it. You got to respect it. I've talked about that a lot when I do it, about how dangerous it is and how many people's been hurt. And I was talking about it at the beginning of the stream, run into a customer at my event this weekend that bought some of my art. And we were talking about it, and they have somebody that was in their family, that young boy, he was 26. He was doing it, and unfortunately he's not with us no more. He can't, it got him. And that was just crazy. It just shows you how small of a world it is doing this kind of stuff, and then just how dangerous it is too. And then at the same time, I met another gentleman who had his own machine, but at the same time, he was talking about his safety measures and what he does and how he made his, so you can do it. You just definitely have to be careful, be mindful of everything, because you're messing with water and high voltage, amperage, voltage, whatever you want to say. It's only 110 volts, but it amps that stuff way up. It's not going to be like crossing your hot and cold wire, rewiring a switch. This shit's going to hit you and grab hold of you unless somebody knocks you the heck off of it. It's not going to trip a breaker. That's why it's going to be lights out. Just got to be safe doing it. I can't stress that enough, yo. Again, there's no power going to this. Everything's getting plugged up now. All right, y'all, here we go. Uh-oh, why do we not turn the switch on? Uh-oh. This we do not like. Probably too far away on the leads. We're off. Yeah, you tried to burn. I see where it tried to burn. Too wet. Too wet or too far away. I can see the two dark dots where it was trying to. If I'd have probably left it sitting there for a second longer, it'd have probably kicked off. I was impatient. Power's on. Pedals coming in. Too wet. Too wet, grain's too tight. It connected way too fast and didn't branch out.
Dust rise, workshop, alive, Dremel humming. Late spin, thoughts clearing while I'm drumming. Hand steady, chiseling souls from the grain. Wood spirits born, banish all the pain. Roach clips gleam, each one's a story. Copper wire twist, therapeutic beauty glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair. Call the pain away, that's how life bends. Grumpy's pace, laid back vibes. Whittling woes down, pain subsides. Tools
All right,
whisper
here we
secrets,
go.
old as time. In the grain, I find my rhyme. Patterns emerge like ancient lore. Hands know the dance, always wanting more. Therapeutic rhythm, every single cut. Chronic pain fighting, but I stay in the rut. Dust fills the lungs, yet clears the mind. In every shave and a relief I find. Would spirits smile, they understand.
Don't want it to connect so fast.
I'm a healed
Connects fast like that is not gonna give me no branches. Not like I want. Let's try one more.
roach clips gleamed, each one's a story. Copper wire twist, therapeutic glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair. Carve the pain away, dust therapy delight. In the shop late, working through the night. Every
Turned off.
every scrape
No
mends.
power, no zip
That's
zap.
how life bends. Grumpy
Two
pace,
off.
laid
That's,
back
that's not
vibes.
terrible.
Goes down, pain subsides. Tools whisper secrets, old as time. In the grain, I find
I would love to have a big system
like ancient lore. Hands know the
and have a
dance,
variac hooked to it. That way I could control my power.
chronic pain fighting, but I stay.
That's one more step to being able to really fine tune how you use it, because you could turn it off, turn your variac all the way down, set everything up, then turn it on with your variac at nothing, you know, and then slowly turn that variac up. That way you could control how far and how fast the branches are branching. But man, them things are expensive.
Shop where the sawdust flies. Epoxy gleams under dreamy skies. Lathe spins tight, making wonders glow.
Let's go into the hardware. It hit the brass.
Kind of show.
I'll fill that one with resin.
Rolled up tight tonight.
Cause yeah, it's burning on the brass hard right now. I don't think it's branching no more. Oh yeah, it is, cause it just started branching at the bottom. Damn, it's cooking that brass.
Carving grooves, cutting deep and true.
Ooh, that negative side.
Laid back vibe,
It is just,
pure deja vu.
it's good. It's a nice burn, but it's catching the brass.
Moon's delight. Twist and turn till the
There it goes. Damn.
fingers stained with color so bold.
I wonder how that one's gonna work.
Masterpiece used, born where stories unfold. Like and subscribe, feel the art grow.
Power's off.
Churning ideas like the lace flow.
It's not terrible.
Reaching out to the stars.
Do we try?
Soul onward, never behind bars.
Leave it? Or, I got that big open spot. It's just begging to be burned.
Art from the soul on your workshop lane. Lathe carving grooves, cutting deep and true. Grumpy's laid back vibe, it's pure deja vu. Resin raining colors, storms in the air. Crafting treasures made with flair. Each groove whispers tales untold. Epoxy shines pure and uncontrolled.
It's gonna be an interesting one.
Resin raining color storms in the air.
I still have to go through and scrub all these down with a wire brush under the water. Knock all that carbon out of there. And that's gonna fluff the blanks up a little bit. I'll need to sand them down on the mandrel. And then, this is the last pin to burn. And then I have a roach clip that we can burn. And that's all I have ready to burn for today. I wanted to have a few more roach clips done up, but I didn't get any of those spun.
Grumpy's at the lace, spin a roach clip tight. Epoxy dreams gleam in the fluorescent light. Workshop therapy, wood chips in the storm. Alien fog rolls, keeping hands warm. Aliens in the mist, visions twirl, can't resist. Eyes red tinted.
I gotta go to the bank, deposit some money, then order my chair. And I ordered my chair, and I'm ordering a few kits. Strong Ink sending me some kits to work with and all, but there's a few kits that I want to do that they don't have. What we got in chat? Hey, good morning, Pat. Oh, have a good day, Mr. Johnny. Hey, good morning, Robin. All right. Letting this soak in a little bit. There's no power to the machine. Right now he's gonna zip zap himself. You know? Now we got power. So now we don't touch nothing but the foot pedal. That was burning pretty nice. We might only have to do that one once. That one went all the way around it. No power. Well, it started. It went crazy and then started branching out. That's a weird one. I'll leave that one the way it is, though. Repair everything. Even knows I wish I could. I really. She's here today. Don't have nothing to do but go to the bank. I think when I go to the bank, I'm gonna take my fishing pole and a few lures and find me a spot to go throw my pole. I ain't put my fishing pole in the water in over 15. See, my boy's 19. Last time he went fishing, he was 5. So 15 years it's been since I put a pole in the water. And This month makes 20 years that my dad's been gone. So, I might wait. I didn't turn my light off, yo. I might wait because it's March 9th. March 9th will be the 20 years.
In the wood, healing every vein. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes, coded, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties, drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids can't resist.
This one didn't burn too good. That's too much. Yeah, that's why I kind of quit fishing. It reminded me of my dad so damn much. But hell, now everywhere I go reminds me of my dad. He did the same thing I did. We did land development, clearing, and construction, and I have neighborhoods being built all around me. And so it's like, yeah, I see my dad everywhere. I see his ass everywhere. It's a good thing. He was a good man. I just miss him so damn much. Then all my other silly crap going on. It's like, I really want him around. Really need some of his input.
Shavings hit the floor, constellations in the dust. Hand steady, future forging quiet trust. Blades slice the resin, galaxies align. Each clip a little portal bent space-time. Alien beams hit, tools start to glow. Grumpy vibing hard, feels the artisan flow. Therapy session in the sawdust hive. Workshops, church crafting keeps them alive. Medicinal haze, no pain stays the course. Roach clip crackles, fire fuels the source. Late spin stories, whispers through the grain. Alien medics in the wood, healing every vein. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes, coded, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties, drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids can't resist.
I'm painting up the roach clip now to burn.
Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes, coded, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties, drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids can't resist.
Oh, shit. Oh, I hate it that my little foot pedals burn up. I got to get me another pedal. To cook hot dogs, ooh. That'd be a cooked hot dog for sure. You could do a little induction kind of thing where it's grounding it out, making it circuit, and so I could see it. I could see something like that working. No power and all that right there, y'all, because yeah, that's where I would have grilled my cheese if that thing would have been hooked up right there, sticking my hand between them two poles. But no, it wasn't. We're not hooked up. I miss my dad, but goodness, I want his advice, but I'll wait a few more years. Well, if you go to the United States, and I don't know where you're at, but go to look up True Leaf, medical marijuana dispensary in Florida, and look at how many locations they have throughout Florida. All right, then look up like Planet 13. Just look up Florida medical marijuana dispensaries and look at all the locations. And that's just going to be the registered smokers. You got just as many that ain't got their cards yet because they don't want to be on record as being a smoker. So yeah, there's a lot of people that use these that you would be surprised that would use them. That little old grandma you see at the gas station getting gas, she might have a pack of papers in her purse. You never know. I have met some people, all walks of life, selling my clips, going to the dispensaries and stuff, and even not at the dispensaries. Like I said, there's lots of people that mess with it. Lurking, there you go. I lurk in a lot of channels too. I get my anxiety kicks in, and if there's a lot of people in there, I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. Power's on. I'm not touching nothing. Fixing to kick my foot pedal on. Let's hope this one burns good. This one's burning nice and slow. I like how this one's going. See, I wish I could have a full 360 view and see all the burn going all the way around it. I can't see the backside when it starts rolling under the mat. Okay, hit the bottom of the mat, run into the resistance and come back to the top. See, that's where it started catching the bottom. It was gonna try to go all the way around. See, we'll go back over here. Let's try to come off of one of those points right here. See if it'll stay on that bottom side still. All right, y'all, power's coming back on. There we go. This is happening. Oh, it's gonna connect too fast. No? Yep. Almost like it was gonna just run straight to the other pole, but it branched a little bit. See how this one does. Gonna be interesting to see how it travels on that. And that's another thing I like to do. I like to see how it travels because you don't know. So I wish I could have a 360 view. Too bad. Might have room to do another burn. That would be cool. Oh hell. That lightning, that sand, or they take the lightning and hit the sand and turn it to glass. That would be interesting to try to do. Again, uncontrollable. You might be able to do it with electricity and stuff though, with something like this. I didn't think about that. But I don't know, that still might not be enough to melt that sand because that shit's hot. So, don't know, Grumpy's babbling. Here we go, last burn.
Hands got the midnight touch, fingers smooth by the glow so much. Each piece carved under UV skies, epoxy dreams where the magic lies. Lighter cases with a neon spark, roach clips charting through the dark. Each one surrenders its hidden flare, a secret glow humming soft in the air.
7:13. That did worked out pretty good. I'm not gonna be able to stay live all morning. I said I got a grand pug coming. Got a bunch of editing to do. So I might be able to get that done with her goofy butt out here. I have to see if she'll calm down and sit in my lap. I got her today and tomorrow. Then the rest of the week I'm clear. And I gotta get a new little on-off pedal for this. I don't like the I want the ones to where you got to have your foot on the pedal for it to power up. That's what I had for the unit, but that's what broke this morning too, so. It was a little dinky one. Harbert Freight sells a good one. I got one for I got an on-off for my old vacuum cleaner that I had running from my dust collector. And it was perfect. I loved it. But dust collector, the dust collector's on I have relocated where it was, and the cord is too short to use that on-off switch, so I got to get a different setup for that one. Just picking this up real quick, yo. I do not leave this out. wrap everything up, put all the poles up, and then put the unit up so my grandkids can't see it, can't find it. I do not want them to think that I can even remotely try to play with something like that. They've never seen me do it, but I know I was a curious little individual that got into everything when I was little, and so I don't know what I would do if my grandkids was to get hurt with this damn thing. All right, well, let me go inside and scrub these. Let's see. I hear you. Don't go together. I have 2 foot pedals I've been using from Harbor Freight for a long time, and I haven't had any issues with them. Nah, this unit, like I said, it only pulls 110. You know, it amps it up going through the machine. You know, so I should be okay. Other than that, the only thing I know to do is hit Amazon. You know, so it's pick your evil, I guess. You know, Amazon, Harbor Freight, about the same in my book. Hey, have a good morning, Amy. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, at least I'm trying to get myself into a foot pedal. Yeah, most people say, oh, I don't need a foot pedal. The unit's got an on-off switch. It does, but you know, again, look at that foot pedal. That foot pedal went out this morning, so that on-off switch could go out too. So safety.
It's not just ours, it's Grumpy's fight. Taming pain with his
None of it's safe. That's the bad thing about it. Playing with the electricity, it's just, you have your risks.
A laid back groove.
For sure have risks. Alright, I'm inside fixing to scrub these things out. I'm supposed to wake up anymore. You gotta go through, scrub all the carbon out of it, and then let that dry. Then scrub it again. Because once that carbon dries, it'll get brittle again. There's my puppy. She's up.
Grumpy spins the lay, sparks dance in the haze. Epoxy dreams crafted in fluorescent mazes. Workshop therapy, sawdust coated phase. Aliens peeking through interdimensional gaze. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling.
Hold on, yo. I gotta let these dogs outside.
Anxieties unfurling. Craftsmanship.
Come on, man. Come on, big boy. Come on. Go. Outside. Go.
Blade hits wood like Thor in a cycle. Epoxy drip sick, smoother than a vinyl. Grumpy got the recipe, soul's archival. In the mist, anti-pain revival.
Go.
Aliens and shadows pulse
Pepper, go.
humming rhythms, it's a stoner's dream. Workshop
Wait for she wants to chase the squirrel.
in the machine. Therapies a lace spin, roaches in the
She slips out that back door real slow. Like she's gonna jump on something.
grip. Smoke signals rise in the alien ship dips. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling.
Derek, good morning. Matthew, good morning. PK, good morning.
Into the twisted vibe. Hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive.
Oh, coffee. I love some coffee, y'all.
Therapies a lace spin, roaches in the clip, brains in the
Come on, y'all, go be good boy. Go be good girl. Come on. Go be good girl. Get out from there. Come on. Gonna run up into a freaking armadillo or possum over there. We got armadillo burrows in our backyard. They hang out in it sometimes. It's like I don't know how them damn burrows work. But we've had 3 different spots in my yard and I know armadillos have been digging in. Come on. Go be good girl. She's run up nose to nose with one before she didn't know what to do. Because it didn't run from her. It didn't do nothing. It just stopped and was staring at her like, yeah, what's up? Hey, good morning, Russia. Good evening. I'll fix it too. I've got to come on. Old man Jay's coming suck. If you're done, come on. Come on. Got to go scrub out them that carbon on the things real fast. I see you. I'm not feeding you right now. Old man thinks it's time to eat. He said, feed me, Grumpy. No. This ain't food, no. They both sitting at my feet like it's breakfast time. It's supposed to be breakfast time, but I'm trying to move the schedule. Alright, scrubbing out the carbon on these burns now. Cannot wait for that Lobo to get here. I hope it truly helps me slow down on the smoking and save me some more money. Because I need to get in this conservation mood.
Rhythm of the grind, Laid making magic, crafting peace of mind. Aliens peep through the hazy design. Who knew the roach clip could shine so fine? Bliss ain't bought, it's a hands-on skill. Drill press steady, bending the will. Epoxy dreams turn chaos to thrill. Workshops the temple, that late night chill. Turn it,
I can't wait for those kids to get here too. I'm excited on that.
Subscribe, let the sparks collide.
I said I made a bunch of videos up yesterday for all my stickers and my mail calls. I gotta go through and edit them down. I think I got the video quality back. We'll see. I used to record just with my phone. Well, I mean, I still record with my phones, but I'm doing it differently. But I would use only my phone and record it on my phone, then I'd have to flip the aspect on my phone and then upload it to the computer, and then edit from that through CapCut. Now I'm still using my phone as the cameras, but I'm streaming it straight to the computer, recording through OBS, and my quality dropped on the recording. And so I've gone through and played with some settings, and so I think the quality has come back up. I'll find out when I go to edit them today.
Grumpy in his shop, tools in a dance, roach clips in the spotlight, taking a stance. UV epoxy, them stars in a jar, pulling in aliens, celestial bizarre. Hands like wizards, art ain't clone. Each piece breathing, got a soul of its own. Therapy in motion, let the shavings drop. Time disappears inside Grumpy's shop.
Y'all go lay down. This ain't for you. My big dog, she's sitting right here at my feet. She's like, what you doing, Daddy? Give me nibbles. I come in the kitchen and she thinks it's treat time. Treat time or food.
Workshop magic, he be touching the void. Each clip glows deep, humanity employed. Grumpy locked in, world tuned out. Silence so heavy you could hear the grout. Crafting little galaxies, holding smokers tight. Roach clips glisten in eternal light. Hands like wizards, art ain't clone. Each piece breathing, got a soul of its own. Therapy in motion, let the shavings drop.
She in for a rude awakening. She is a play. It's summertime, I have to slow her down on her playing. She'll get too damn hot and damn near stroke out on me. She'll play till she drops if you let her.
Alien visitors peek through the haze. Grumpy shrugs it off while the UV plays. Galactic invitations drilled in his flow. Fiery clips steady with the
Alright, I got one more of these little fills to spread out. Can't see chat either. I'm away from the chat. Well, I'm by my phone, but it's off to the side. My hands be low with it. Got a little wider scrub brush that I go through and scrub these with. Ouch, it's just feels so good on the finger. Don't feel half of them when I slam my hand real hard and it goes under my fingernail. I feel them. Right, I put them all back in those baggies. I gotta take them outside, get them out of the baggies so they can breathe. Thomas is like, what are you doing? I just walked away. They're both laying right there in the kitchen where I was standing, because where I was washing all these off was right there where I get their food together at as well. Oh, and they normally eat They're used to eating around 7:30. You know, but like I said, I'm trying to stretch them off. Trying to stretch them to about 9 o'clock, but I'll wait till about 8:30 and feed them. All right. Let's see. I want to keep these together. Let's see, what was this? This was that cotton. This was that stuff I could break easy with. Yeah. No, it don't matter. I'm doing nothing crazy with it. I want to keep the pieces together. The bags, the hardware kits don't matter, but the tops and the bottoms, they matter. Come on, go through there. Oh, of course it's not going to go through because it's wet. I'll just do these and just tie them together. That way, I want to leave them out of the bag so they can dry, but I don't want them to separate. Come on, fingers. Okay. Now I can. Because if I go to doing something later and stuff moves around, something happens there. At least I have them. Because I don't need them in these baggies. They'll never dry up in those bags. What's everybody got going today? I'm gonna try to edit some videos. Oh, I'm good. Hey, Brother Tart, good morning. Gotta make music is what I gotta do mostly. That's what's gonna take me longest. The video editing, that ain't too bad. It's just I try to add the music to everything, and that takes me the longest is making my songs. Yeah, mowed up a little bit. It's hot down here. I mean, heck, that's the crazy part is that, yeah, we do get mold easy because it's hot, but it's also humid. So yeah, stuff don't dry out as easy. So you gotta let it breathe for sure. How did my sale go? I did dang good. I did real good. Almost 250. I did what was it? 240, 245. I had an awesome day. Met some new people. Run into an old friend that I grew up with, hadn't seen in a long time. So yeah, it was a good day. It was hot. Started off almost jacket weather, but moving around and setting everything up, I warmed up rather quick, and then was set in the sun. And I brought my canopy, but I didn't set it up because one, my back was hurting, my back and my neck. I didn't want to fight with it. And then two, I figured I'd go ahead and get me some of that vitamin D if I could. Yeah, it was a good day. And then Planet 13, they offered to 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the other one? Oh, right here. I couldn't see it. It blended in the back. They offered to set their tent up, but I wasn't gonna bother them with it. I was okay. I appreciated the offer, and they had a nice size tents. But I said I wanted to get some of that sun. I burn real easy, but I took some sunscreen, sprayed my whole head, sprayed my arms real good. It was in the 50s, low 60s. I say 60s. I don't think it got out of the 50s. It was like 56, 57, but it felt good. It was, like I said, it was almost jacket weather to start off with, and then I was wanting to be in shorts. It got good and warm. I was wanting my shorts and my slides. Oh, I bet that bowl looks awesome. Get all the 40. I watched old Flipper and Lassie. I remember Flipper. I loved Flipper. He'd crank that little do that in the water and call him up. Yeah, where I live at, you can get lucky when you go fishing out in the bay and some dolphins come up on you. I don't live out towards Dester or nothing, and I don't go out towards the beach, but anytime you go out in the beach area and go fishing, you'll see the dolphins. But
Grumpy in the shop carving a New Year's leaf turns bright and true. Hands rough like bark, oh what a view. Wood burning dreams come into view. Smoking wood smell fills the air. Burning life without a care. Day moves along.
come on, my fingers. It's a little bitty thread in my big old clumsy fingers. Ah. Good. I would put it outside, put them outside in the sun, but I don't want them to dry too fast and crack. So I'll let them sit in here. And I scrubbed that good, but that burned. I guess it's the way it burned, yeah. Because that's the one that burns into the brass. Yeah. I might have to just spin that one off the tubes and just reuse the tubes. Depends how it dries, because that's a pretty burn. I could fill that up with resin and cover the tube up and fill it up that way. We'll have to see. And then the roach clip, I'll cut the ends off right there. Fill that one in. That'll turn out good. All right, let me get where I can see chat. That's about all I'm going to do this morning. I said I'm going to have the grand pug here shortly. So once she gets here and gets settled, I guess me and her will take a ride. I'll take her to the bank with me. I got to go deposit some money so I can do some more retail therapy. No, I need to oh, this is that pin I did yesterday, y'all. That come out just, I love those colors. That's awesome. I wish I made that blank. That's the one Mr. Johnny sent me that he got from Jake Thompson's Jake Blank Club.
Grumpy's hands on the table, creating the spark, carving dreams in the wood, straight from the heart.
Clearwater, that's not too far from where I'm at.
Healing his soul with the rhythm in tune, staying out of his head where the shadows play.
I'm up Pensacola, Navarre Beach, Destin area. Pensacola and Navarre, that's the easiest for me to get to. Quickest for me to get to, I guess, would be Pensacola Beach. They just, goodness gracious, if anything's ever going on out there, it is just so damn crowded. And it's just hardly any more on the weekends when nothing's going on. It's just, there's so many people in the area now. It's crowded, and I don't like lots of people. So I don't do the beaches much no more. It's 62 in my shop right now. I don't know what the temperature is outside. What do we got up there? We got 53, feels like 63 right now. Oh, I don't know. Spring break's coming. I don't deal with all that no more neither. I used to get into that mess. Oh my goodness. Panama City. Oh, you have a good day, Robin. Thank you for coming by. No, when I was younger, I got into that spring break stuff. You'd see, what was it, MTV, Spring Break, Panama City Beach, when they were blowing that stuff up, and it was nuts on the, oh, I was right there in the middle of that mess. That's when I was young and crazy, didn't really care about people. People and crowds didn't bother me back then. I didn't have that anxiety. But we would go down there and bump. Oh my God, what was that song? Pony? Oh, I think it's Pony. I don't remember. Boom. I can't even remember the beat. It was a flippin'. It was the song of the damn of the summer. Stereo club wise, bass wise. Jump on it, come ride this pony. Bum, bum, bum. Something like that. Jump on it, come ride this pony. It had some kick-ass bass to it, but man, that song, I went to sleep with my body vibrating that bass song because my buddy's stereos and our stereos, we would go down there. We had 3 different cars that we'd pile up and we'd all go down there. And just, oh, that's all they did on the strip was ride up and down the scenic route and bump the stereos. People was drinking in the cars. The cops, I mean, they would get on to you, but they wouldn't get on to you, depending on how stupid you were acting. Because just, I mean, it was bad. They're more strict on it now, But this was back when I was, you know, 21, 20, 19, 18. that it was crazy back then. And that was me. I've always had the stereos and whatnot, and the bass. I love bass. I love bass today. You know, that's like when I get my vehicle, Grumpy's getting a stereo put back in it. I'm not gonna have no 15s or 12s knocking so bad I can't hear myself think. But I want some mild bass again. I'm gonna have at least a set of 10s. You know. 10s will give you that punchy little bass, but I love that deep vibrating bass. That's what I joked about was my old truck. I had a Z71. It was funny. It's Z71 4-wheel drive. I had a set of 12s in behind the seat of that thing. Fit perfect. They were expensive ones though. They were the low profile. The magnets weren't very deep. Oh man, that was like the best massage. If you like bass, then you got an instant massage, you know, riding in there because the speakers was beating right up against your back. I loved it. Would work all day, come in there, get my truck, crank up to go home, get that nice massage. I guess that was probably the first bit of woodworking I ever done, was building speaker boxes. I did that for a long time. All my friends growing up, that's what we did. We had the speaker boxes and whatnot, you know, and I had the saw, I had the jigsaw, I had the drill. I knew what I was doing. I was always good with my hands, building and messing with stuff like that. All right, Tim, you have a great day, buddy. Thank you for coming through and hanging out. I still have some of my old amps. I'd like to get one of them fixed. Power cap blew in it. It was a nice amp, but 2 1 ohm stable. Like I said, I'll run some bump in my stuff. Thump music techno. I love the competition CDs. You know, I listen to I'm a wide, let's see, my music taste is versatile. I love it all, from religious music to jazz to hip hop, gangster rap, country, bluegrass, you name it, classical, opera. I listen to it all, you know. But when it came to the bass, I guess the early gangster rap's what I got into more when I was doing the stereos, but we did get into competition. So you had those techno style bass CDs where it's nothing but bass, you know, you don't hardly have any words in it. You know, it'd just be lyrics like drop the bass and it'll just run through do 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 like a scale, hit all different kind of notes, but it's bass notes. Yeah.
Hold the vibe like they should. Medication roll, tension starts to unfurl. Aliens red-eyed all around the world. Beast therapy in every groove, every ride. Carving soothes the soul, keeps the pain outside.
Oh, Beastie Boys. Oh, Beastie Boys and the damn Fat Boys. I think that's what they were. They played in that movie Disorderlies and did the twist and all that. That was the kind of crazy rap I started listening to. It was mellow, you know, it wasn't that bad, you know, but yeah, I turned into a little punk for a while, and yeah, I got into the gangster rap and stuff, and Wasn't no good for me. That was about the time my daughter was born. I say everything happens for a reason. She come into my life and that slowed me down. I think if she wouldn't have been there, the group of people that I was hanging around with and the stupid crap that we were getting into, the direction we were all going, it was no good. And so yeah, my daughter, that grounded me, brought me back to reality, slowed my stupid self back down. So yeah, very grateful. I never went to the clubs. I didn't do the dance clubs or nothing like that. We'd go out to the beach, run the beach for a little while, get on the trolley and just ride around the beach because the beach was kind of small and they had little trolleys that would run you from end to end, boardwalk, park place, go back and forth. And so you just get on the trolley and ride because it was free. So, we were young, dumb. We hung around the house. Love it, man. Trying to get something set up, yo. Think I got it. Fixing to find out. I can't do the big people. I can't do crowds. Me and me and crowds, dude. We don't. I can't. That's just not something that I switch cameras. Yeah, it switched. I don't know how well this is going to work, y'all, but we're going to try something. Oh. Come on, flip over. There we go. Out back for a minute. I think it's showing y'all out back. I'm not sure. I can't tell. Can't hear anything no more. So I don't know if my video is still videoing. So dizzy. So I guess I am videoing. All right, I'm outside. I moved my phone outside, and it's the same phone that I monitor chat with and all. But I got my camera app downloaded to it, so it's streaming. But I don't know how it's setting. That's my slingshot target that I shoot at out there. I gotta go through and set some notifications on and check that out. I don't get into a lot of streams. I got my schedule so far. That's what's got me I get so far behind on everything. I wrap up so much trying to watch everybody and stick with everybody's channels. And everybody's going live and stuff anymore. Where's my camera at? Yeah, this I'm sitting on my back porch. That's my old dinky burn barrel. I'm gonna put that barrel on top of that out there and make it like a T, and then cut a long window in it and hang targets in it from that side to that side, and then cut the bottom out to where the ammo will drop into the white bucket, and then I can collect, or white barrel, and I can collect everything from there. That's my pecan tree that the squirrels just straight abuse whenever it starts producing pecans. My property goes just into the trees right there. The fence is, let's see, I don't know if y'all can see the fence pole right there, but the fence runs back to about that corner, and then it's wooded right there, but it's only about maybe 15 feet that's wooded, and the fence runs in that and then back up the side. Got a squirrel in the pecan tree now. You see him? Right there. He says, "You ain't got the slingshot. I'm not scared." But he'll run up there and then jump to that oak tree. And there he goes. He's in his oak tree now. And then the courthouse is in the woods right through there. I can jump. When I jump my fence, that's the property of the courthouse. All right, y'all. It's almost 8 o'clock. I'm gonna have to shut down. I said my daughter's gonna be here with grandpa. Yeah. That's a trailer out there. Sorry, I couldn't see the chat because I had the camera coming up and all that. Let's see. Yeah, I mean that's the hard thing is I try. It's like I flip and feel bad sometimes because so many people do watch my channel, and if I try to sit down and watch everybody's videos from everybody that watches my channel, then I don't even have time to make a video. And I think that's kind of what's thrown me off here lately is I spend so much time running through all the lives from everybody's and then trying to stay caught up. And then it's like, I'll sit here and watch those videos. And it's like, well, I got to make my own video. And I got my own executive dysfunction shit. When I have something I got to do, I'll do everything but that. So the more videos there is for me to watch just makes it that much easier for me to put off doing what I need to do. But it does get hard. I try to set it up to where I'll watch so many for so long and then try to rotate and watch these for so long and try to rotate over here. Yeah, I need to get some new tires on that trailer. The tires are dry rotted and then need to pack the bearings. I've had it for a long time, and then heck, I bought it from my neighbor across the street, and he had it for a roofing company forever, and They're the original tires that was on it when he bought the trailer. All right, Pat, thank you for hanging out, buddy. Have a great day. Be safe out there. But they were old Trooper tires, and they were about wore out when I got them. Now it's set so long, they're dry rot bad. I would be scared to put any weight on it and drive it anywhere and hit a bump. Be afraid they'd blow out. Hey, good morning, old pal. But yeah, I get I'm keeping that, and then that's why I want a small truck, and then I'll have that little trailer. Now, pulling that little trailer around with that Tahoe was a pain in the butt because you could not see the trailer. You look out at the windows or the mirror for the Tahoe, and the trailer was so small you couldn't see it, unless you were starting to jackknife it. Then you would see it. But I'll use that and get my son and stuff to help me once I have a truck to pull it with and have good tires on it, and I'll get the yard cleaned back up. I'll get my fence line back under control.
Whispers hum, aliens smile, the carvings come. Laid back dreams.
Geez, when I started, I was just doing my long forms. I was doing 2 a week, and but before I went live, before I started my channel, I made a bunch of videos. I kind of stocked up a little bit and then uploaded a bunch of stuff. That way I wasn't stressed. I didn't have to do a video every day. I had a little bit of time in between videos, and then I was still recording a video, 2 videos a week for sure. And then it got hot, and then I went to 1 video a week, and I was maintaining that good. And then I'm going through a divorce, and so my brain just shot left field come December, and it's hard for me to focus on everything. And I do my lives every day, and so I've kind of slacked on doing my long form videos. And I also swapped over on my recording situation on how I was recording everything, and I'm just now starting to figure that out to get my video quality back up. So getting back on my long form videos, but I got to get back into it though.
Aliens cheer behind the veil. In his carvings, dreams prevail.
Well, me is I'm a creature of habit and routine and schedule. And my schedule has been thrown off the past 2 years because it's like my kids, transportation for my kids back and forth to school, my grandkids, and then I watch my grandkids every now and then. And now it's more my grand dog, my grand pug, as I call it. My daughter got a little pug nose, and she don't leave her in the kennel at home. So if she's at work or school, they bring her over here. And I can't do anything when that little turd's here because I can't leave her unattended, and I can't bring her out here and work because she'll chew and get into everything. No, it sucks, but it could be worse. We're making the best of it. We're staying civil and whatnot with it. I don't want the divorce, so it's emotional as all get out for me. I'm crying every other morning out here talking about it, but it is what it is. But I get to stay here, I get to stay at the home. It won't be my home though, but at least I don't have to pack up and rebuild nowhere. That's the cool part about it. But I wish she could stay, but she don't want to. She's done. But yeah, everything going on, my schedule has just been out of whack. And once the dust settles, everything levels out, and I can get myself back on a good routine, it will, you will see it, you will tell, y'all will see it in my videos, y'all will be able to hear it in my conversations. I won't be so scatterbrained, you know. I can't find my flow right now. Yes, sir. That's what this morning was some zip zap show. My foot pedal is broke for my machine though. Y'all know I have my little checklist I do when I do this. You know, I'll sit there and say, okay, I'll prop everything up and I'll say, okay, plugging in the power, turning on my power switch, okay, foot pedal on, and it zaps, and I gotta hold my foot on the foot pedal, you know, and then when it's done, I say, okay, power unplugged, switch turned off, and then I'll hit the foot pedal 2 or 3 times to make sure it's discharged, or in my brain, I'm making sure it's discharged. Well, I guess doing that today so many times, I wore the switch out because the foot pedal for it quit working. I had to go back to using the on-off foot pedal for my vacuum cleaner that I don't use no more. But got to get a new foot pedal for that. It helps. Staying busy helps, but then at the same time, it it quietens. I don't know. It helps and it doesn't help. You know, sometimes I zone out and that's all I think about. I can't get my head off of even doing my crafts or whatever. My brain's still zoning on that. But the only thing that's gonna make it better, I guess, is time. But that's what this YouTube's for. I'm trying to jump into everything head first and just use that. Get so busy I can't think about that. That's what I'm trying to do, you know. And I gotta jump on it. I need another pressure pot. I need 2 more pressure pots that I can set up to do my molds. That way I can be on top of them more. I gotta do some black and red. Some more of the these might work. Well, no, this has got a purple. I have they might like this. They might like that, but no. I got to do a mold, kind of a blanks, kind of like this, with some black and some blue swirled through, with a little bit of the pearl white going on. I got to get something to match that. The extender mold, the extender clip that the customers were wanting. I saw them at the event the other day and showed them a prototype that I had going on, and that's what they're looking for. I told them I'm just going to get it a little bit smaller. Then I asked them what colors they wanted, and they said any colors. And then they were looking at some of the stuff I already had made, and they pointed at a roach clip and said a combo like that. And I'm like, perfect, I can do that. So I got to mix up some colors for them, and I got to order the tubes for that, because I'm going to do those like a pin. I'm going to drill the blank, I'm going to insert a brass tube, and then I'm going to press the clip piece into it, or push the clip piece into it if it'll fit. That's what I got to order, a 9mm and 8mm tube, because I don't know which one's going to be. I don't know if 8mm is going to be too tight. All right, Matt, have a good day, buddy. Thank you for hanging out. It works. I zone out on the lathe for sure, but again, you know, it's mixed emotions. My 420 stuff was some of the resentment, I guess, at one time in our relationship. Now it's nothing but a positive thing, but she doesn't see it that way. So yeah, when I make my clips and stuff like that, it's mixed emotions.
Creation in the lumber, a serene escapade. Dremel hums a lullaby, smoothing life's a rough road. Anxiety scattered, such a heavy load. Every sculpture a testament, pain left behind. Sharp edges soften in the solace we find. Grumpy's workshop, where the stories survive. Healing the carving, where the spirits revive.
But it is what it is, I guess. I can't do much about it. Can't do nothing about it, but just accept it and move forward. And that's what we're doing. And Grumpy's laid back carvings, just moving forward, and it's gonna get bigger and better and busier. Like you said, to keep my brain busy. I want to get so damn busy I don't have time to slow down and think about it. Because yeah, I gotta get out of the pity party mode. But it's hard right now. Like I said, in and out through the week. You know, we're still back and forth, seeing one another. You know, not seeing one another, but in one another's presence. Good morning, Roy. How you doing today? We'll get there. We'll get there. Got to get the shop stripped down and reorganized. Would love to do what old past do it and be able to extend on this bad boy. Woo. If I had to, that would be awesome if this was my place to physically build onto. Because the yard's big enough, I could go, and my house has got gable roof. So building trusses wouldn't be nothing to it. Oh, I gotta go, y'all. Grandpug's here. Y'all have an awesome morning. Stay safe. Stay awesome. Remember, my job to be grumpy. God bless everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Grumpy's mind twist, batshit insane. Therapy with a blade slicing through pain. Aliens whisper, yo, this vibe's just right. Hit that like they beam up your night. Chips flying, sawdust in the air. Rough wood turning smooth with a careful flair. Epoxy dripping, colors blend like a dream. In the workshop we create life steam. Therapy and timber, chisel and blade. Each stroke, every cut like memories fade. Patterns form, stress melts away. Crafting masterpieces, come what may. Grumpy's workshop, a soulful retreat. Wood and epoxy, where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe. Join the journey, create and thrive. From raw log to a polished piece. Handcrafted love, emotions released. Each design reflects a state of mind. Artistry in every grain you'll find. Slices of life embedded in each groove. Epoxy, rivers in a timeless groove. Shapes and forms and synchronicity. Crafting for peace, no fancy complicity. Grumpy's workshop, a soulful retreat. Wood and epoxy, where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, journey, create and thrive. Workshop, a soulful retreat, wood and epoxy where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe, join the journey, create and thrive. Chips flying, sawdust in the air, rough wood turning smooth with a careful flair. Epoxy dripping, colors blend like a dream. In the workshop we create life steam. Therapy and timber, chisel and blade, each stroke, every cut like memories fade. Patterns form, stress melts away, crafting masterpieces, come what may. Grumpy's Workshop, a soulful retreat, wood and epoxy where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe, join the journey, create and thrive. From raw log to a polished piece, handcrafted love, emotions released. Each design reflects a state of mind, artistry in every grain you'll find. Slices of life embedded in each groove, epoxy, rivers in a timeless groove. Shapes and forms and synchronicity, crafting for peace, no fancy complicity. Grumpy's Workshop, a soulful retreat, wood and epoxy where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe, join the journey, create and thrive. Workshop, a soulful retreat, wood and epoxy where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe, join the journey, create and thrive. Welcome to the land of wood and glow. Grumpy's got the tools, the resin flows. From lighter cases to clips for your hit, every piece shines.